Steve, this was the first look at getting Juan, Kelly, and Jordan all kind of coming off the bench, and you kind of rode that trio. How comfortable are you with that trio going forward as your bench unit? Obviously, I guess Damian Lee would be a part of it too when he comes back.
Yeah, very, very comfortable. The thing with Juan is Juan was a plus 29 tonight, in 25 minutes. He always impacts the game positively, whether he makes shots or not. He just has a nose for the ball. He's got a great feel for the game. The ball moves well when he's on the floor, and he's a versatile defender. So Juan is really solidified a spot in the rotation. Obviously, Jordan, since coming back from Orlando, has really been a consistent performer for us, night in, night out. And this is a new role for Kelly, but you can see how he's embraced it, how he's handled it. Just playing at a really high level, playing hard, giving us a huge boost. So I think that's been one of the big stories of our team over the last 2-3 weeks is our bench unit has really done a good job.
How much does I think that's 84 combined points or something like that the last two games from Oubre and Poole. How different of a dynamic is that than you've had as a coach to kind of put two scorers off your bench?
Yeah, it's really been a nice combination, and obviously it's taken us some time to get to this point. Just kind of changing rotations and guys in and out of the lineup, and Jordan going down to Orlando to work with Santa Cruz. So a lot has happened, but here we are, and I really feel great about our team, about the bench in particular. The group is anchored by Loon, and his defense, and we've got a lot of punch with Jordan and Kelly. So it seems like a good mix, and they've been giving us a boost every game now the last couple of weeks.
Steve, along those lines, the shot that Jordan hits to beat the third quarter buzzer there, how much does that, when you guys are trying to pull away, do to take you into the next quarter to finish it?
Yeah, it was a big shot to really give us a boost going into the fourth, and we kind of had them on the ropes early in the fourth, and Denver made a really good push. I think they scored 8 straight points to get back in it. And but we responded well. Steph hit a couple of great shots, and I thought defensively we were really good in the fourth. Held it to 23 points. And Draymond and Loon together are really an amazing defensive combination. They're both so smart. They read each other, and they're constantly covering for one another and talking to the rest of the group. So it's fun to watch them work in tandem.
What have you thought about the way Kelly Oubre's returned and kind of adjusted to his new role and played off the bench?
I think, Kelly gained my respect when I first met him. We were scrimmaging in practice and we were competing, nothing dirty, but we were playing hard. And it was just like we both looked at each other because it was like one of those plays where it's like if it's anybody else, you're like, yo, what are you doing? But it was just a mutual respect of, two guys competing, playing hard. And, I mean, obviously you guys have to do your job. You guys have to, put out tweets and, articles and stuff, and that's fine. But I'm always going to have my teammates back. And so, I feel like he's gotten a lot of flack, he had a rough stretch in the beginning of the season, but I mean, we're basketball players. We're not computers, and so nobody's going to be perfect night in and night out. But he comes to compete every night. He's coming to, his defensive presence is sometimes it's something that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. And so I'm super happy for him, man. I wish him the best, and all my guys, they know where I stand with them, So, man, I just hope he's figured it out. He's had some great games. Hopefully, we can all get on the same page and, we can all be playing well to put together a great run.
But when you and Jordan and Kelly are all on the floor together, because you guys were on the floor together for long stretches tonight, do you feed off of each other's energy? Does it feel like that?
Yeah. I always tell them when I come into the game, like, you guys know what I'm going to do. I'm looking for you guys. I'm going to play my role. And that's more so just me trying to feed them confidence and let them know that, I trust them to lead us, lead us offensively or whatever that may be. Jordan's game, I love his game. I've always been a fan of his game. He's a great scorer. Kelly, like, I love being out there with him defensively, like I said about his defensive presence. So, I think we're clicking. The second unit has been putting together some good runs. And like I said, hopefully we can maintain that. Hopefully it's just not seen as a small spurt. And hopefully we can prolong those stretches.
I want to follow up on Jordan.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Kerr.
Thank you. I just want to follow up on Jordan because he had that buzzer beater 3 at the end of the third quarter. You had the assist on that, and I didn't quite see it. Did you turn around before that 3 went in? Do you know that it was money?
I looked at the clock, 0.8, and as soon as he let it go, I turned around. And that's just the faith I have in my guys. And even if he doesn't miss it, I'm going to pass it to him, 10 times out of 10. He's open. He's a great shooter, and I trust him to take that shot, regardless if it's at the end of the third quarter or the game's on the line for the finals. I trust my guys. They put in the work day in and day out. And so it's the right basketball play to make. And so, like I said, I have the utmost confidence in those guys because I see them put that work in. And so I trust them to make those shots.
Mychal, what is Kelly like starting the game on the bench? We know he's got all that energy. Have you guys had to talk to him about anything? Maybe keep him under control over there?
Kelly?
Yeah.
No. We don't got to keep him under control. We just know Kelly's so consistent. We know we're going to get from him every time he steps on the floor. So he's a huge help for us, regardless of whether he starts, whether he comes off the bench. He's huge for us, and his energy is infectious, and it's infectious to the whole group. Really uplifting, really positive spirit, and we're really lucky to have him. So I'm glad he's on our side. He's a hard worker, and I love what he does for us, and it's really helpful having him out on the floor with us.
What type of different dimension does it give you guys when Kelly's coming off the bench and scoring the way he is, and Jordan emerging kind of as a bench scorer?
Both of them. Yeah, it's been incredible. I think, you look at the plus minuses again, most of the guys on the bench had coming off the bench had the better plus minuses, so they've been incredible. And, Kelly's coming off the bench, giving us that firepower along with Jordan, what Jordan's been doing now since he's been back from the G League bubble. It's been incredible. So we obviously believe and know they'll continue to give us that. And, Steve even mentioned it, earlier in our walkthrough. Said, no bays, we're going to start Mike. Kelly, we love what you're bringing off the bench, the firepower that you're bringing. And sure enough, once again, it was that way. So, when you got a group rolling like that, you don't really want to break it up, and they've been rolling. So, it's been great for us as a team, and, we're playing better because of it.
How have you seen Kelly handle it behind the scenes, moving to the bench?
Oh, he's handled everything like pro all year. When things haven't gone his way, he's handled everything like a pro. And, you don't come out and, I think, he's been back 3 or 4 games. Pretty sure he's been close to 20 each one. You don't come out and play that way if you're sulking and complaining about not starting. It won't go that way. It'll go a lot differently than the way it's been going for him. So give him a lot of credit, man. True pro. And that's been helping our team.
You think you guys might have found something with this, Oubre Poole kind of scoring combo off the bench?
Yeah, I think we've kind of fallen into it because we've had so many different moving parts and injuries, and obviously with KO, he went out, and the change of bringing him off the bench. Since Philly, he's played well in that role and has continued to impact the game, in his minutes. So that's not an easy thing to do at this point in the season when you're asked to take a different role. And you still have to keep your mindset right, keep your focus, know that, you will have a huge opportunity to impact the game and make your presence felt. And he's been doing that. Tonight was awesome. I mean, obviously you can look at 23 points, but defensively too, blocking shots, getting steals, deflections. He was everywhere. And then obviously JP, he looks confident out there. It's just a matter of making shots, and we're confident in his ability to do that.